African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 17th of May, 2023. The armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out a long-range sea-based high-precision weapons attack on a large ammunition depot at a ship repair facility in Nikolaev. The goals of the strike have been reached. The assigned target has been neutralized. In Kupiansk direction, the attacks, launched by aviation and artillery of the Zapad group of forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the armed forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware close to Novosiylovskoye, Lugansk People's Republic, Alshana, Petropavlovka, and Masyutavka, Kharkov region. The actions of 6 Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance groups have been suppressed close to Timkovka, Kharkov region, Rozovka, Stelmakovka, and Novosiylovskoye, Lugansk People's Republic. The enemy losses were up to 115 Ukrainian servicemen, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 7 motor vehicles, as well as 1 Sta-B howitzer. In Krasny Lyman direction, the attacks, launched by operational tactical and army aviation, artillery, and heavy flamethrower systems of the Center group of forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the armed forces of Ukraine units close to Nevskoye, Chervenaya Dybrova, Lugansk People's Republic, and Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The units of the 252nd Motorized Rifle Regiment have repelled 2 attacks by the armed forces of Ukraine assault groups with the support of 2 tanks close to Chervenopopovka, Lugansk People's Republic. The enemy losses were over 30 Ukrainian servicemen and 1 tank. In Krasny Lyman direction, the enemy losses were over 70 Ukrainian servicemen, 1 tank, 2 armored personnel carriers, 1 Akatsia self-propelled artillery system, and 1 D-30 howitzer. In Donetsk direction, the assault detachments continue to conduct combat actions against the enemy in the western part of Artyomovsk. The units of the U group of forces restrained the enemy on the assault units' flanks. The most difficult situation was in the areas of Krasnoy and Bogdanovka, Donetsk People's Republic, where Russian troops have repelled 7 armed forces of Ukraine attacks. As a result of the airborne troops' offensive actions, a more favorable line of defense has been taken. The attacks, launched by operational tactical and army aviation, as well as artillery and heavy flamethrower systems of the U group of forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the enemy manpower and hardware close to Konstantinovka and Krasnoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The aviation has made 7 sorties close to Artyomovsk. The group's artillery has performed 64 firing missions. In Donetsk direction, the enemy losses were up to 360 Ukrainian servicemen and mercenaries, 4 armored personnel carriers, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 2 motor vehicles, 1 British-manufactured L-119 howitzer, and 1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system. 1 munition depot of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 110th Mechanized Brigade has been destroyed near Avdiivka, Donetsk People's Republic. 1 U.S.-manufactured and /TPQ-50 counter-battery warfare radar has been destroyed near Stupachki, Donetsk People's Republic. In South Donetsk and Zaporizhzhia directions, aviation, as well as artillery and heavy flamethrower systems of the Vostok group of forces inflicted a fire damage on the enemy units near Pavlovka, Shevchenko, Chervenoy, Velike Novosyolka, Donetsk People's Republic, Novodanilovka, and Malayatokmachka, Zaporizhzhia region. The enemy losses were up to 150 Ukrainian servicemen, 2 armored vehicles, 6 motor vehicles, and 1 D-30 howitzer. In Kherson direction, the enemy losses were up to 40 servicemen, 2 armored vehicles, 3 motor vehicles, 2 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery systems, and 1 Sta-B howitzer. Operational tactical and army aviation and artillery of the Russian group of forces have engaged 83 armed forces of Ukraine artillery units, manpower, and hardware in 112 areas during the day. 1 Armed Forces of Ukraine Command Post of Thunder Tactical Group has been hit close to Kherson. One command post of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 44th Artillery Brigade has been hit close to Preobrazhenka, Zaporizhzhia region. One observation post of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Special Forces has been hit near Veliky Island, Kherson region. Air defense facilities have intercepted 9 HIMARS rocket-propelled projectiles. Air defense facilities have shot down 19 unmanned aerial vehicles close to Chubryovka, Inzernoye, Rabatino, Zaporizhzhia region, Veliky Vyslok, Nezdanovka, Kharkov region, Donetsk, Vernitoretskoye, Staromlinovka, Donetsk People's Republic, Chervonopopovka, Novodrozhsk, Kolomykiva, Lugansk People's Republic, as well as Novaya Kakhovka, Kherson region. In total, 427 airplanes, 233 helicopters, 4,197 unmanned aerial vehicles, 422 air defense missile systems, 9,206 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,100 fighting vehicles equipped with MLRS, 4,837 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 10,267 special military motor vehicles have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.